So you're ambitious, you've got big dreams, you want to be successful and ultimately live the life you've always imagined. But there's a problem. You're lazy. You know exactly what you should be doing, yet you don't do it. And that leads to guilt, because deep down, you know you're capable of more. This guilt builds up over days, weeks, months, until it turns into acceptance. Then, the new year arrives, and with it, the same recycled goals from last year. You start off strong, fueled by motivation and a little bit of delusion. But before you know it, procrastination sneaks in like that one relative who always shows up uninvited. Your lingering procrastination turns into a daily cycle of avoidance, and before long, you start believing that you are a lazy person. But here's the truth, you're not lazy, you're just stuck. And if you don't break free from this cycle, another year will pass, and you'll still be in the same place, wondering where all the time went. So, how do we escape this endless loop of procrastination? There are plenty of videos online giving you surface-level solutions. Delete social media, remove distractions, build discipline. While these might help temporarily, they fail to address the real issue, the root cause of procrastination. And that root cause can be summed up in one word: inertia. In physics, inertia is the tendency for objects at rest to stay at rest, and objects in motion to stay in motion, unless acted upon by an external force. This is Newton's first law of motion. And whether you realize it or not, it applies just as much to your productivity as it does to physical objects. Getting started on any task, no matter how small, requires an initial push, some energy to overcome inertia. But we make this push so big in our minds that we avoid the task entirely, choosing instead to distract ourselves with quick dopamine fixes like social media or Netflix. So if we want to beat procrastination, we need to break inertia. And there are two ways to do that. 1. Lower the stakes. The hardest part is getting started, so make it ridiculously easy. If you tell yourself, I need to write a 5,000-word essay, the inertia feels overwhelming. But if you say, I'll just write 50 words, suddenly, the resistance is much lower. It's a small, manageable push, one that doesn't rely on willpower or discipline. 2. Use the 2-minute rule. If you don't feel like doing the work, just commit to doing it for 2 minutes. That's it. If you need to clean your room, put on a song and clean only until the music stops. The beauty of this trick? Most of the time, you'll continue beyond 2 minutes. Once you start, momentum takes over. And as Newton's law states, objects in motion stay in motion. Breaking procrastination isn't about forcing yourself to work harder. It's about working smarter, hacking inertia so that momentum works in your favor. Whether it's going to the gym, starting your side hustle, or fixing your relationships, the principle remains the same. Take the smallest possible step. As Martin Luther King Jr. once said, you don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step.